the NFL's leading rusher, a man that very few defenders throughout the league want to run into on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, Monday, whenever. Derrick Henry working with Team Milk, Got Milk. We'll get to that in a second. But Derrick, are you recommending that people put a couple dollars on you for MVP? Because you're way down the list here. You're not getting this respect. I see a Titans team moving in the right direction. You just beat Kansas City. Why can't you win the MVP this year?
That's not for me to figure out. All I worry about is how I play and, help my team win games, how we play as a team. That other stuff I can't really control. All I control is how I play each and every week.
So it never bothers you that your impact on the Titans gets kind of, I don't know, not respected enough?
Not really, long as I got respect for my teammates and trust is all I really care about.
I want to ask you, everybody talks about your workload, which is astronomical compared to most players at your position in today's game. You see a lot of two-back systems around the league. Certainly that's not the case in Tennessee. But for people who've never heard this, I want to read off this stat line from your senior year of high school. 462 attempts, 4,261 yards. That's over 327 yards a game and 55 touchdowns. At what point during that season were you like, man, I need a bigger challenge? I mean, it had to be just absurd as you went through that year.
Yeah, high school was just fun, and I always wanted the ball in my hands. So, I feel like they gave us the best chance to win. And my coaches felt the same way. And I had great teammates, throughout those years that were unselfish, that blocked and helped me gain all those yards and all the accolades that I have. So, Friday Night Lights is nothing like it, and some definitely great memories playing, throughout those years.
For you, I always ask this question to guys who are stars throughout, and obviously most in the NFL are. Friday Night Lights, Saturdays in Tuscaloosa, Sunday in Nashville. What is the most special to you? What maybe are you most fond of?
I think Friday Night Lights is, you being a kid, trying to make a name for yourself, trying to be able to get a college education and play at the college level in front of people who grew up watching you, in front of your family, and the teammates you grew up knowing and playing with all your life. And then when you get to college, just like it's so surreal at a big university. It's new, getting to know new people, teammates from all over the country, and getting to trust and getting to know them, and also put the work in, especially going to Bama, the tradition that they had. You gotta come in and earn your respect, and then once you get through those years, try to make it to the next level, which is the biggest dream, and making it to the NFL is always surreal. Each and every day, you get the opportunity to come work and do the things that we do in the NFL. It's something that you always thankful for and give God thanks.
Derrick Henry with us here on the Stack in the Box podcast. If you're just listening, then you're not going to try to see us. I'm going to try to get a smile out of Derrick Henry before we wrap this up today on the Team Milk team. And my partner over here, Matt Verderheim, he's a huge Chiefs fan, Derrick, and he had a very rough Sunday.
I did.
Did you have any idea going into the game that it would go anywhere the way it went? I mean, there was when you look at the scores, a fairly convincing victory for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, type of the team the Chiefs are. They are explosive. They complement each other on offense and defense and special teams. So you just had to stay locked in on all four quarters and focus on finishing the game and getting a W, because they've had games where they've been down and came back and won. So we just want to trust and believe what we do on all three phases to help us win the game, and I'm glad we were able to put a game together to get the W versus the Chiefs.
This Chiefs team doesn't feel perhaps just a little bit different this year than other years?
I don't really try to get into what they are as far as what they've done different or what's different from them. Really focus on how we, can be better, year after year, game after game, and just focus on what we need to do as a team. And that should be any player's main focus is what your team doing and how well y'all can play.
I wanted to ask you, Alabama, it seems like every year is either the favorite or right there with them.
Mhm.
And certainly this year, even with the one loss, they're right there. They're
Mhm.
good argument, best team in the country. Nick Saban, good argument as maybe the greatest college coach of all time. Of course, you played for him. Give me your best Nick Saban story from your years in Tuscaloosa, whether it was something inspirational, something funny. I mean, when you think back of Coach Saban, what do you think of?
Yeah, I'll probably say probably had to be my second year when things weren't going the way I wanted them to, and just trying to make a big play here and there rather than just being patient, let the game come to me, and just getting frustrated with myself and kind of my freshman year too. Coming from high school, getting the ball a lot, being a man, and coming there where you got to earn, and ain't nothing gonna be given. It's a competition, and not really getting to play that much is, just a little adversity. The first time I had really some tough adversity, in my career, and just talking to Coach Saban, it's not, how adversity, takes you. It's about how you overcome it. And I think just having that real one-on-one conversation, and knowing, me being a young guy, Coach Saban, who he is, just taking the time and really digging deep in the whole situation, and let me know that as long as I stick with it and work through it and stay focused on what I want to do, that I'll overcome it, I'll prevail, and everything I want to happen will happen for me.
Derek, working with Team Milk, is there the number in a game where you actually feel like, okay, like by carry 10, I feel like I'm in it, 15, like where you actually really feel in a groove? Is there a sweet spot for you?
Not really. I don't really try to think of like as far as like the carries or where I'm at, arm in and groove. I just try to go, and keep going, and try to make plays as much as I can when the ball is in my hand. Really.
Have you ever hit any defensive lineman and heard him groan, or a linebacker? Just a like just a loud noise. We're like, okay, I'm gonna remember that one.
I mean, there's plenty of groans, especially when you get tackled and going to the ground. But I'm not sure if it's a specific one that's tackling me or it's guys that's going in the blocks or being blocked or whatever's going on. But there's plenty of them when you're out there in the trenches.
So I know there probably wasn't a groan. I think the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen was in the playoffs that stiff arm on Earl Thomas. Look, Earl Thomas is a great player, and that was that was almost, if you're Earl, that's not one you're looking at for the highlight reel. But I wanted to ask you, I mean, your training regimen, the way you keep yourself in shape, it's almost becoming legendary at this point. So a two-parter. One is, and I'll start here. When you're on the squat rack, how much do you squat?
I actually don't really ask how much it is. I just try to go out there and do it. My trainer, he just puts it on there. He's like, let's go. And then if I can get it up, I get it up. If I can't, I'm like, oh no, this ain't it. But I really don't ask. I probably have to ask him how much it really is. I just go. I just come ready to work.
All right. So I know everybody who works out knows this answer. How much you bench?
Really bench. I don't really like bench that much, especially barbell bench. I usually do dumbbells most of the time. We do a lot of dumbbell work. Not much bench. Not nothing like what Max and Wise with heavyweight. Probably like high reps. But really doing dumbbell stuff much as possible.
Okay. So then the second part of that question is, you carry the ball more than anybody in the league. It's been a theme now for a few years. What you get out of the game Sunday afternoon, you get the pads off. What is your recovery schedule like for you throughout the course of the week?
Yeah, probably get home, have some food, have a glass of milk for recovery. I don't really eat too much. After the game, really probably just chill with the family. And then Monday, wake up, get right to the recovery process, cold tub, hot tub, massage, needling, get an IV, just doing everything I can to get my body back under me and get a workout in before practice. And, by that time, I'm usually ready to go and feeling good.
By what day of the week do you actually feel like 100%? If it ever happens during the season?
By Wednesday, I usually feel pretty good by Wednesday.
Well, that's part of the reason, I guess, why you're able to do what you do, because that's a quick recovery. Hey, Derek, you're we're talking about Team Milk here.
Yeah.
Tell me about this Milk VS Challenge. Got milk. You got it right in front of you. Why'd you want to be a part of this initiative?
Man, I think it's like the perfect match because I love milk, and when I got the opportunity to be able to partner with them, I was very excited because I've been drinking milk all my life, and my grandma always tell me if you drink milk, you'll strengthen your bones, and that's something that's always stuck with me as a kid, and I use milk for my performance, my recovery process. I've always drunk milk, even when I'm working out, when I see all the workout videos. So I thought it was a match made in heaven to be able to drink milk, have this partnership, and I think it's very cool to be able to encourage kids, encourage the youth to drink milk as well.
I mean, I think that late night chocolate milk is the key, though. Just a
There you
little dessert product for the end of your day.
There you go.
Verderame, anything left? One last one for Derek. You good?
I get the only other question I really had for you is just this year, you're surrounded by some pretty good weapons in Tennessee. You have AJ Brown, who's been there, of course, a few years, but now Julio Jones. What has it been like stepping onto the field, all those guys, and looking around and going, all right, look, we know we got the run game locked down. That's not a problem. Got AJ. Now we've got Julio. It's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer one day. What has that been like for you guys here as you're working towards getting everybody, right and healthy here as you head toward the middle portion of the season?
Yeah, just surrounded by some studs and excited and excited for those guys to get the opportunity to go out there and make some big plays, have some big games, and it's always cool to play around some guys who are superstars and have been great in this league for a while.
Derek, appreciate getting a chance to catch up with you. Look forward to talking with you down the line, and enjoy that post-workout snack today right in front of you. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank y'all. Y'all take care.
Thanks a lot, Derek.